Being downgraded means Namibia gross national income per capita has fallen below the World Bank threshold for upper middle income countries. So therefore, this classification affects how the international community views Namibia economic stability and growth potential, including influencing the investment and also aid opportunities and so on. So, for example, sometimes if you are upper middle income, you may not be able to have some aid and so on. But it can be also positive and negative because it means aid can be considered for Namibia.
Mm-hmm. Some listeners may be confused because recently our economy still grew by 3.7% in 2024. How can then we be downgraded when there is positivity growth in the GDP?
Yes, of course, the economic growth and income classification are different things. So while Namibia economy grew by 3.7% in 2024, the gross national income per capita dropped due to the factors like population division and sector performance is based on the sector. So therefore, the growth does not always translate to increase income per person.
The World Bank mentions that our gross national income per capita dropped by nearly 13%, partly due to population revision, like you mentioned. Can you explain how this works in simple terms?
Yes, it does. So when the population is revised upward, for example, as we have through new census that we are now at 3 million. So the same total income is spread across more people, reducing the per capita figure. For example, if the country income is 100 million and the population is revised from 1 million to 1.2 million, for example, the per capita income would decrease from 100 to $83. So that's actually what it means, because more resources is spread over the more people.
The mining and the quarrying sector went from booming to contracting within a year. How much did that impact our economic standing?
So the mining sector, of course, decline likely had a significant impact, as it contributes substantially to Namibia economy. So the boom to cast cycle in this sector can affect overall performance of gross national income per capita. That's how we are affected with regard to the mining contracting.
Now, coming to inflation, that also dropped from 6.6% in 2023 to 3.3% in 2024. Usually, lower inflation sounds good. What's the story here? Can you give us more background on this?
Lower inflation can be good in moderation, but a sharp drop may also indicate a slower economic activity or decreased demand. In Namibia case, it could be related to various factors, including economic contraction in certain sectors. We just talk about the mining, which dropped from 19% to minus 1.2. What does it mean? It means that's where we're talking about demand, that there's no demand, and I think this inflation is actually due to the mining sector that actually dropped significantly.
Coming back to the downgradation, Namibia is the only country globally to be downgraded this year. Should we be concerned about what this says to the international community and investors?
Yes, we should be worried. So being the only country downgraded, this may raise concern among investors about Namibia economic stability. However, it's also an opportunity for the government and private sector to address underlying issues and improve business environment. Yes, it's true. It's a negative, but it really raised the government to see where do they have to look at in terms of designing economic policy and strategies to address these underlying issues.
Okay. Now, from that, what policy perspectives should the Namibian government and the private sector be focusing on to, like you said, improve this?
Yes, thank you. I think they should focus on diversifying the economy beyond mining. You can see mining went from 19% to minus 1.2. It really affects our economy. So we need to diversify the economy beyond mining, promoting sectors like tourism, agriculture, and manufacturing. Manufacturing is a key here in also agriculture. Investing in education, in infrastructure, improving the business environment, and also enhancing governance would also be crucial in this case.
Now, Doctor, looking regionally, other African countries are improving their income status. What can we learn from our peers? Mm-hmm.
So Namibia can learn from other African countries that have improved their economy status by studying their economic strategies, policies, and investments. So this may include adopting the best practices in governance and also economic diversification and human development. I think that's what I want to add.
Finally, what would you say to ordinary Namibians listening to this news who may feel discouraged or worried about the future of Namibia after it being downgraded?
This downgrade is a challenge, but it's not a definition of Namibia potential. Mm-hmm. By working together, the government and private sector can implement policies and strategies to drive growth and improve living standards. So Namibia should stay engaged and demand accountability to ensure a bright future. Okay. We should also not feel that discouraged. In fact, we were in this category, but we were wrongly classified due to disparity between who have and who have not.